So I want to tell you guys how my appointment went last week with the new doctor. So this is what this video is going to be about, because it was a very interesting appointment. So I'm very picky on my doctors. That's why I have been with the same doctor for over a decade. She knows me. I know her practice. Like it was really a hard decision for me to move out of that practice, mainly because they knew my history and knew everything that I've been through. But I know I made the right decision because this pregnancy, I just felt like they just didn't care enough. I don't know if that's due to COVID and everybody's shorthanded. I don't know, but I can't have my experience be that way. It was really getting to me every time I would call with a concern that could easily have been dealt with in the office. They sent me to a hospital where I had to pay $150 every time I went, compared to like a $20 copay. And then I had to wait 8 to 12 hours to be seen just for them to do an ultrasound and say baby's okay and I'm okay. So I had to do what I had to do. Plus the hospital that she works out of, I have been hearing a lot of bad things regarding postpartum care and deliveries, and I was just really nervous, and I just feel like I made the right decision by not wanting to have my child at that hospital. So we are going to a different hospital that is about 35 minutes away with a new doctor. So we decided to try it out. I'm still early enough where if I don't like him and I don't like the hospital, I can definitely move. My next step would be going back to Boston, where I had Willow, which I know how they are and I know how the bedside manner is during delivery. So I think that if this doesn't work out, that would probably be my next step. I'm trying to avoid that for the simple fact that it is an hour away, an hour plus away, depending on the traffic. So I really don't want to have to go an hour or so to another doctor every week to be seen. So a half hour isn't that bad. So anyways, so I met him, you guys, and he kind of caught me a little off guard because he is so short. It was kind of hilarious. Like, he's like, I don't know if you guys know how short my mom is. My mom is barely 5 foot. So he was like right there with my mom. So it was kind of crazy. But it is what it is. So he didn't have my records yet because that clinic, well, not that clinic, but that office that I was seeing prior didn't send over my records, even though I requested them way ahead of time. So they never sent them over. So sure enough, they did get my records as I was leaving. So he didn't have a chance to look at them, but we did discuss. I did have to tell him, go through my what I've been through, so he's aware. I'm not sure how I feel about him yet. I'm gonna be completely honest. But he did make me cry. He was saying some things that was triggering some really hard stuff, and like my anxiety and depression is one of them. And I'm gonna make that a whole nother video. I'm not gonna get that into that with this video, but so he ultimately, and the best thing is he found a solution for my sciatic. So I am going to see a chiropractor, which I have my appointment on the 1st of November, so next week. And I'm excited because anything to relieve this pain, so hopefully that will work. I'm also going to seek some counseling as well as have 2 anatomy scans. So I'm going to have a regular anatomy scan with him. And then I have my level 2 anatomy scan, which is the week of Thanksgiving. I think I'll be almost 21 weeks when I have that scan. And I'll be 18 weeks when I'll be almost 19 weeks actually, when I have the regular anatomy scan with him. So we've set a plan in place and we're going to see how this goes. I hope everything that he planned to do, between my pain, my discomfort, my anxiety and depression, and just overall care, I hope is on the right track. The nice thing he did say that is if I call the office, I would get him directly. Like I would just tell the nurses and I would get him direct. He'd be the one to call me, unless he's in labor and delivery, and then somebody else would obviously have to call me. Unlike the other practice that I went to, I was always dealing with the nurse. I was never dealing with my doctor directly. And so that would be a nice change. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm still very skeptical about him. He was able to find his heartbeat, though, which my other doctor never was able to. So he was able to find it, which was so nice. So his heartbeat on the last appointment was 145, which makes me feel good because that is usually the usual range for a boy. So he was 145, and it sounded nice and strong, and it was just so nice to hear it. But I was a little sad that I didn't get to have an ultrasound. So we booked it 2 weeks later. So, which is fine. I'm actually going in tomorrow for a private ultrasound. So I may or may not do a video on that, or just might add it to another video. I'm not sure what I'll do with that, but we are doing the 3D, 4D, and I'll be 17 weeks tomorrow. So it'll be at like 17 weeks. So it'll be interesting to see him progress in 3D, because we're obviously going to go way more than normal people. So, even though Josh thinks I'm crazy because it's spending money, but I need a peace of mind. So, but yeah, so that's how the appointment went. So everything really went well. And now we're just going to see how it goes. I have my next appointment with him on, I think November 22nd. I think it's the day before my level 2 anatomy scan. So we will see. But that's that. So you guys have a great day. I hope you're enjoying the videos. And yeah, hopefully there's way more to come. So have a great day, you guys.